we've got all the breaking news. We're changing up the first one of the new breaking news on Tuesday. So the Board of Trade is now called Bot. So all the server right now, the King is the only person that is current laws will go in effect until Friday when the King makes his announcement, and the Board of Trade and the mod team will be making their separate announcements. And currently the public do not have any information on how long it will last or some of the laws. We have been given in brief information on the announcements on the Discord channel for the server. They've given us some of the more important laws about how they're going to have their own task.
This is an announcement from Joe Pick himself. We are informing that we will be issuing Article 75. This new law will decrease the use of creative, seen as failed roleplay. We'll be discouraging players from joining who do not take part in RP from now on. The Board of Trade, also known as BOT, together with the FIOD, also the Dutch tax authorities, will work closely together to ensure players purchase items in order to build. Additionally, from Friday the 9th of April, the Board of Trade Task Force will be going across all homes to determine both value of your homes and any other valuable items such as ores. These things will be noted on value of houses and homes in order to prevent fraud. The Board of Trade, together with the FIOD, will have full jurisdiction in all regions over the server and may use force if necessary. Additionally, all builders willing to use creative from this day must obtain creative permission from the Board of Trade. Failure obtaining such license using creative will severely be punished. On Friday, players and press will be able to ask Board of Trades questions during the press conference. For more information, please contact Board of Trade. And over to you, Commander.
Okay, so this is going to seriously affect the server in a way that it's going to change up how the server works. So the server's now going to be in this sort of limbo phase where it's going to have to deal with the whole new situation of the new Walls Point effect. So it's until Friday, it's kind of going to be unclear to the public because they're currently hiring new members, but they're keeping who's been officially hired private, over the excluding the vice chairman, the chairman, and one of the two, as they're only accepting 2 for each department currently, for the bot employees to get the systems up and running. Those current members are myself, Toxic to my left, and Exosoft Gamer, the chairman of the Board of Trade. We are currently not going to be focusing on us being a part of it. We are just going to be mentioning ourselves. Now, with the information of the current situation, the applications are still going on currently, but they'll be ending today at 7 PM British Standard Time or GMT, which is the UK's time. The applications are basically giving me and everyone here the fair opportunity to see you for who you are. We are not judging off your prior circumstances, but we will take it into account if we're unable to decide on what to do with you. That is how we're deciding. We're not being biased or choosing people because we're having a fair vote. That is why we cannot disclose any other people's right now. But we are a news channel. We are not being biased towards our own laws. We're going to keep it fair and argue against some of these laws if they seem unfair. The current situation with the press conference, the Command News will be attending the conference and recording it live for anyone interested in viewing that's unable to attend the event. We will not be asking any questions as me and my High Command to my left will be occupied answering any questions relevant to the FIOD or the Board of Trade. However, there will be other people asking questions which you will be able to hear, or you'll be able to hear their response depending on their settings. On other news though, the mods team are now recruiting as they are apparently going to be changing up their team and they'll be announcing the same as Board of Trade their new members. Toxic, over to you.
Also, for anyone who has operator, will have their operator removed for excluding Board of Trade, and mods and other departments may or may not be having them operate depending on the King's orders. Also, if anyone is confused,
okay, so with the whole situation taking place, it's a lot of confusing people. Some people might not be interested in this, some people might be. It's all depending on how it affects you. Now, there's other things going on in the real world, which is kind of hindering other things, but it's not affecting the server in any way or making the decisions affected. The only thing that's affecting it is how the economy is destabilized with the current Kufner website and so on and so forth. We cannot disclose any other information than that, as we are currently being restricted with the information we're able to provide, as we are restricted by us being a news channel and what we're allowed to say on the news channel. Now, as of this time, the server is going to be having a lot of changes, and the Board of Trade have, as I've said earlier, have got full control. The full control means Board of Trade are given the ability to dictate certain things. We are not given control over the departments on firing people and so on and so forth. We are just given control over the departments to get them to do certain stuff for us. It's not putting anyone's jobs at risk currently. So if you are a part of a department of the government, do not worry or anything. Your job is not at risk. We're not going to be taking anyone under review. People that are causing issues, for example, abusing their power, they will be taken into account and be decided by the owner of the server. So we are not having any decision over what happens. We will just be informing the leader. That is all we have for today. And the next news round will be on Saturday, when we'll be discussing further after the press conference. Thank you. This is